Yeah. Hey, yo. Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and peak the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Rolling left, buying some time. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Man in motion here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's the snap on fourth. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Texas comes up with it. And the Bengals are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. His first throw is an interception. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brown with a return here. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play fake. It's Mayfield. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Run. Point it right.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Regular.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. That's cut beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. On first down, it's Gibbs. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This is complete to Gibbs, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Baker out of the pistol. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, Bronk, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Dax Hill up for the stop. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he goes out, just needed 1 more step to reach midfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at 1st down here. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. He'll try to do it himself, and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brown with a return here. Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Brown with a return here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Baker now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Done.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. He throws a bullet deep to... Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again! And the Broncos will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 31. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Broncos pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
To the air, 3rd and long. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. Officially an even 40 yards on the punt. And it'll be Bengals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete to Gibbs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Real.
1st down, here's Baker. Forced out to his right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Good. Run. Point it right. What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Regular. What's up?
Baker throwing again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. When you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
He's going to field this at the 2. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet, so there's a flag on the field. One last play before the break.
Here we go, set. Track 60. 18, right here. No track, no track. Hurry, 70.
Throwing it just before halftime. Getting out to his left. Throwing for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Set.
Baker now off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go. 19 tight.
2nd and 13. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Dax Hill. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing from the gun here. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off Alex Singleton. And the Broncos return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Well, tracking forward, but won't get beyond the line. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Pass taken in by St. Brown. They get 38 out of the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on second down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He's throwing deep to the left side. It connects on the deep shot. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals down by only 2 in the fourth. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
They draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
How many times, Kate, how many times we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it.
4th and 3, drive on the line. He'll throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's complete right side. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals pushing to get within range for a game winner. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Kings! Run. Point it right. What's that?
From the 47. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that takes them to third down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Set. Regular. Kings. Hey, alert 33.
And they send a man in motion.
What's that?
Throwing now. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Buys time, rolling right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the Farm Bronc with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Return starts from the goal line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Let's go now.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Hurry, 70. Hurt. 19 tight. 19 light. Ready?
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
To throw. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Putting a receiver in motion. They are throwing it again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face second down. He'll throw it yet again. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Still one more in their pocket to use. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it.
Has a hole left, room to run. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow. And everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr, been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you could never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me.